Hi friends, once again I came for the classes for standard 8 for the mainly the our subject that social studies, other social science. Lesson 2, the expansion of the British power in India. Okay, from the history part, and this is the part 2 because part 1 completed, and there are few topics we completed. That's the mercantilism in India, the English East India Company, and the French East India Company. These three portions we completed by the first part. Now we are going to deal with the two different parts by today, otherwise topic by today. And that purpose only this is called the part 2. A few more episodes may come, you can expect through this same lesson only. Then only we are able to complete this lesson, the complete part of this lesson. So now you have to learn about how these companies are different from the earlier ones. This topic we are going to deal with today, and few topics we discussed. I hope that you go through that topics, you read it, and you understand that topic also. Now anyway, these two topics mainly how this company is different from the earlier ones. And next topic, trade wars. These two we are going to discuss by today. You listen carefully. I need your complete attention towards me so that you will get the complete information from this part. So let's start. Okay. Let me invite your attention towards the page number maybe the 23, 24. That page you have to come and open your textbook, and you can keep a pen and paper with you, others notebook with you. You are able to write the lesson notes that will help you to learn that particular portions easily. Okay, then let's start. So this mercantilism and the English East India Company and the French East India Company, they came to India and they have made their own with a place in Indian different territories, in different regions, and this all information we already got by the previous classes. Now we are going to deal with the how these companies are different from the earlier one. So these companies are different from the Europe, and mainly we have discussed how were these companies different from the earlier ones. And there are few points I will explain. You listen carefully. And in 60th and 70th centuries, the European trading companies were especially trading enterprises only. Okay, these companies mainly 60th and 70th centuries. Okay, these are centuries. They are just like the enterprises. Okay, this 16th and 17th centuries. These are the companies, French, otherwise with English East India Company, and different European companies are there. And this all the companies are just like enterprises. Okay, only that was in 60th and 70th century. And after that, in Europe only that they started the business as the enterprises and they were in Europe only. And you know that after they came to India, maybe the government they supported for these companies, those who are even working in India also, and also different nations also. You know that these are the companies are in different places, different nations are there. So India also they came, and you know that 60th and 70th centuries, it is these are the French companies, English East India companies. They are just like the enterprise sold in their own Europe. And after that, they came to India. Then they just want to develop their own maybe the enterprises as a very big trade or business. That purposely their own government tried to support these are the enterprises. Okay, now. But towards 18th century, they used to support of their government. You know that 70th and 80th centuries, you know that that's the enterprise only. And 80th century, the government of maybe the French, others the European government support their own enterprises and for their own trade purpose, which is only going on out India. And we can understand that this gave them a great deal of freedom and political as well as military power. Okay, because as a Just like an enterprises, they don't have any power. They can only do the business in Europe only. And when they came to India after 80th century, okay, the government, French government, the European government, the English East India Company, British government, from there they are supporting the enterprises, and they came to India because they got very good help from the government itself, from their own side. Now we can understand that it gave a government support already came, because of that they got a very good platform to have their own trade even from India. So what happened? Because of the government help, even in India also they got a very good political freedom, and also social freedom also there, and also military power also they got from their own government. You understand what I am saying? Okay, not from the India, but from their own government helping these enterprises. Others the traders from French and Europe, others in English East India Company, they helped by their own government. Because of that, they got a very good maybe the platform in India to do their own trade, and they got the military help, and even socially, economically, and every area of what are the necessities are there, they already filled their necessities, and they meet the needs of the maybe these companies, and they got a very good well-known platform in India. So they can do maybe the business, they have the military power, and economically, even the politically also they are getting very good help from their own government. That purpose only they don't have that much problem to do their own trade in India. Okay, so the 80th century they got the help from the government from the Europe. Now they were empowered to declare war and sign treaties and fortify the territory. You know that they got the power from others, support from the government, and they made a very good platform in India. And after what are things happened? Because of that, they got the power, so they just want to declare war each other. Okay, and rivalries are there because they have the rivalry each other. And the French company and English East India Company, other European companies are there. They are having rivalry. From there itself they have. After that they came to India. Here also they just continued the same thing. Okay, and the government help also they got it. Because of that, what happened? They just want to maybe sign, others deal, declare war. They declare war and sign treaties. Okay, because they got the power for the government. That purposely now this European companies in India, they have in between they have the rivalry, and they just want to fight each other, and they declare war each other. Okay, for the trade purpose only, the resources which they are getting from the India, they want to export it from their own nations, and for that purpose only they have now the war, because they are not just like the enterprises. Now they are just like very, very good trading companies with the support of their own government. So they are declared the war each other, and they maybe sign the treaties because they have the boundaries are there with their own maybe the trade boundaries are there. So if anybody is just entered in their own boundary, they have problem with the other companies. So they have war each other, and they signed the treaties are there. Okay, they are swearing something. Okay, we should not do this one. We should do we should do this one only. We should be in our own territory only. And what are things we are always doing, that only we will do. We cannot go ahead beyond that. That purposely they have made the treaties, and with each maybe the European companies, and they declared war also in between, even in India. And they used to powerful navies to extract maybe the toll taxes from the other ship. You know that we have the maybe ship ports are there. Even in Calcutta is there, Madras is there, Mumbai is there. These are the ship ports are there. And you know that if somebody there are some ports belongs to the British. If French ships are coming there, they are used to take the toll. You know that here also in the highways are toll booths are available. You can understand that. Go two-wheeler, the four-wheelers and six-wheelers and more than so many wheels vehicles are going, and maybe the different road tax are there. These people, they have their own port. Even the British, one of the ship ports are there, and any French companies French ships are coming there, and these British people asking tax for those people because they have the power. Now they have the military power also, so no one can do anything with that. So they have to give the tax. So in India, because of their own military help and government help, so they have the military power also. That personally they declare war each other, they sign treaties are there, even they want to collect the tax from other European ships from their own shore. That's the understanding we are getting from this paragraph. And whatever, they assembled huge armies by including Indian sepoys and along with the European officers. You know that to fight each other, to have the war with any other, maybe the training companies, that purposely they have very good huge armies are there. And also the sepoys was just like the sipagis in Hindi, the sipagis, you know sipagis, so just like the military people, they are selected from Indian people only, and they are included under the control of any British, other French officers. They have to war with the different companies. That also happened because they selected maybe their own militaries are there. With that, they selected so many Indian people also are there, and they are included Indian people also as a sepoys, and there are other sipagis. They were working and as a military for the different maybe the European companies. So they have the war each other and they have a problem each other. So and when we are going and we can understand that both English and French companies believed that they needed to establish a monopoly over the trade with India in order to maximize their profit. So they want to acquire more profits. They understand that we must have to establish monopoly. You know that now you know that French companies are there, Anglo-Indian companies are there, and European companies are there, and British companies are there. So many different type of companies from Europe also came here with the help of their own government. So if we want to get more, maybe the profit from India, so we have to start the monopoly, because only single monopoly I already explained. Mono means single. Mono means single. Okay, so many different companies are there in India, so they will not get more profit. So if you want to get the more profit, we have to maybe wipe away all the other companies. We have to single one. If the French also thinking the same, the English East India Company, British companies also thinking the same. So they have war each other. That's one of the main thing for the war each other. Even the European companies, okay, because someone want to get more profit. Even French want more profit from India. So if British also here, English East India Company are there, they also taking the resources from India. So they will not get the 100% resources from India. So if monopoly is like any single, other single Euro companies are available here, then they will get almost all the resources together for themselves, and they want to export, they are able to develop themselves. These are the understand. Because of that, they fought each other. Because of this is one main reason they fought each other. Now they have military power, sepoys are there, that purposely they fought each other. And this brought them to in a conflict with each other. They are already culminated in a series of trade war. Because of this in between the French and this English people, there will be a series of trade wars are there. They played local rulers against another to extend their influence as far as possible. You know that these European companies, they fought each other, and at the same time they want to get more power. That purpose they need the help from the Indian dynasty people. Indian kingdoms are there, different Mughal and kings are there, the kingdoms are there, and they are going and asking the help of those people and joining with their own. For example, French going and asking is any Mughal kingdom, and the kings he is sending his own military to meet with the French people to support them, and they just want to win the war. That purposely they are taking or collecting or asking the permission or asking the people to join with us from the Indian maybe Mughal dynasties, other different dynasties are there. They also helped each other, and this became just like a war, a serial war. And trade wars occurred in India because of their military power and because of their the people even from the different dynasties of India, they also joined with. These are the maybe information we are getting from this part, especially the war between the maybe these companies different from each different from the earlier ones. Okay, now we have to go for the next topic. That's the first topic we completed, trade wars. Listen me carefully. Trade wars are there, and mainly we are understand that maybe the war between Europeans and especially the different companies are with the help of the Indian dynasties, and they fought each other, and serial wars are there, and they just want to maybe start their own monopoly to get more benefit from India. That's we understand. So now we have to go for the trade war. There are some trade wars are there. About that we are going to learn right now. Listen to me. So trade wars in England and the France had been traditional wars in Europe. The rivalry also extended to their colonial possessions. You know that I earlier also informed you that England and France, they have rivalry in their own. Europe itself, they have a rivalry. Enmity, you understand the enmity of the world between enemy, you understand enmity between these two groups, England and France. Even they are Europe only, and that same enmity, same rivalry, they came to India also because they started their own companies over here in India, and at the same time, the same rivalry they brought from the Europe to here also. Even they have the trades, at the same time they have rivalry. That's continue, and it reached its peaks during the second half of 18th century. You know that the rivalry up to the 18th century we can say it's reached to the peak. Okay, I reached the highest because the rivalry, the enmity that already there from Europe itself. That way they came for the traders in India. The same rivalry, enmity, they continued here also. And we can say the 18th century when reached, maybe the enmity maybe reached to the peak, the highest. That means they are unable to tolerate each other. You understand what I am saying? They are unable to tolerate each other. They don't want to even see each other because they have the treaty of the. They have made the treaty and signed the treaties other. They declared wars each other. So they have enmity increased, and 18th century maybe the enmity maybe reached the high peaks. And what happened? They fought for the control of the colonial possessions, and now they are fighting for the control of the colonial possessions. Okay, the possessions are there because of that fighting each other. They fought for the center of the colonial possession, and when the Britain and France went to war, Austrian of the succession, they offered and were felt in a colonial outpost like India. Okay, because they fought the same thing. They started rivalry in there itself, Europe itself. They started the war, the series of war over here, and when the Britain and the France went to war over the Austrian war of succession, they offered and were felt in colonial outposts like India. Maybe the same thing they maybe started here also. And there are some war they maybe they win the war. The same thing happened here also in between the war, European companies. And the Anglo-French rivalry led to the series of war in India. You know that this time the Anglo people and the French people, they also have the enmity. Not only the British and French and all the European countries, and also the Anglos, they also rivalry with the French people and led to a series of the wars in India. Okay, Anglo and the French people, they have the war, and mainly these are the war occurred in Karnataka. Okay, mainly this war, Anglo and French rivalry occurred in Karnataka. This is the Karnataka. So what happened? That purposely this wars are referred as the Anglo-French war. Okay, that purposely it is referred as Anglo-French war or rivalry. Okay, and the same war is mainly called for the Carnatic wars. Okay, Anglo and the French, they had a war in between, and because of this war mainly occurred in Karnataka, and this war is mainly referred as Anglo-French war, and also another name that's given there, maybe the Carnatic war. Are you following me? Because Carnatic war they are saying, why? Because of that, this maybe the war, the series of war may be held in Karnataka. That also they are saying that this is a Carnatic war also. Now, this is because of the most war were fought in the Carnatic origin and the parts of Tamil Nadu. Okay, and we know that almost the war in between the Anglos and the French that occurred in Karnataka. That probably they are saying that Anglo-French war and also the Carnatic war. And you know that maybe in Karnataka and some parts of Tamil Nadu. Okay, this Anglo maybe French war occurred in Karnataka and some parts of Tamil Nadu. Okay, there are some parts of Tamil Nadu and this war occurred. That mostly Anglo-French war. That also we are seeing. These are the information mainly we are getting from the trade wars. Okay, they have the trade wars. Trade wars started from there itself. Okay, Europe itself, and they just rivalry they brought here also. They started, and that's 18th century. That war we reached in the high peaks. Okay, they have the rivalry reached in the high peaks, and they are unable to see each other. Okay, they are unable to tolerate each other by the 18th century. Okay, and mainly the trade wars of the Anglo and French war may be held in Karnataka, and there are some parts of Tamil Nadu. Okay, that mostly these wars are called Carnatic War. Okay, these are the information we are getting from them. This second topic, trade wars. Okay, so I hope that you understand about however these companies different from the earlier ones and the trade war. These two topics we discuss right now. So I hope that you understand maybe the explanation which I have already given to you. And now your time is that you have to go through the books and read and carefully. And one more thing, that there are some objective mentioned there, because two topics nowadays we are discussing, and you know that you thoroughly read it, and you know you go through the objective type questions, and what are the questions mentioned there from this paragraph, so you are able to fill it soon. And like that, two paragraphs you are completing, topic you are completing, and you are completing the objective type the same time. Maybe lesson may be finished the same time, your objective, all the question may be finished. Then the question answer is there. That's everything is mentioned in the test book only. Read the question and you write down maybe the answer from the test book only. Okay, that will help you to know the lesson very clearly. Okay, so I'm going to wind up my today's class, and we will see next class the rest of the topic. Okay, till then, bye. May God bless you all. Okay.